Ms. Lamelli, IT is your claim that the defendant owes you for babysitting for her children. Yes, Ms. Fernandez does a lot of fancy footwork in her answer, but bottom line is she says you got the deal all wrong. Let me see if I understand the deal. You were supposed to apply for state aid for childcare for your children. According to the plaintiff, you hired her and said that you were going to fill out the forms so that the state would pay her how much an hour? $11 an hour per child. And you have 2 children, so $22 an hour to take care of your children, because you qualified for state aid to take care of your children. Did you tell the plaintiff that? No. What did you? Now, you met her when? Month and year. I met her in April 2014. And you never knew her before April, so she wasn't an old friend. She's not a relative of yours. You met her because you were buying a house or renting a house or something, and she was a relative of the person who was renting the house. Is that the yeah? That's how you met her, but you weren't friends. And you said you were looking for childcare. She said, I'll be your childcare. How were you supposed to pay her? I know, don't. The question is, she's now a stranger. And your children are how old? 11 and 7. So they need childcare. Yes. How were you supposed to pay her? Through a program. Through a state program. Yes. That was going to pay you so you could pay someone else to watch your children. Pay the person directly. Whatever. You have to fill out the hours on the card. They submit it, and then they get paid. So, you said to her at some point before she came to work for you, I am going to pay you, because I'm filling out these forms, and you will get paid by the state $22 an hour. That was your arrangement with her. That's not what I arranged with her. How did she get the $22 an hour? $11 per child. Who told her that? I was having a hypothetical conversation with her mother, and we were talking about the program, because I worked for the program before. You worked for them doing what? I was doing the childcare at the moment, and I did it for 2 months. Just a second. So you found out about the program because you were doing childcare and getting paid by the program for somebody else's children. Yes. What happened to that job? I moved from Santa Paula and I could not work. Fine. So now you had a different job. So now you knew how it was done, so you said to her, I'll fill out the paperwork, and that's how you'll be compensated for taking care of my children. I have to apply for it, I told her. Well, on what date did you apply for it? In May. When did she start working for you? In June. Is that right? June what? Like, right in the beginning of the month. What date? I have it right here. On the 2nd. And what date did you stop working for her? The 2nd of August. So you worked for her for 2 months. Actually, IT was the 5th of August. So what happened? When I talked to them about the program, I told them that I had to apply for it and qualify for it in order for me to be able to pay her. But I offered her around $50 a week, because that was all I could afford. And she agreed to it. What do you mean you offered her around $50 a week? Because I didn't know exactly how much I was making, cause at that time, I was working, cleaning houses, and sometimes there is, a lot of work. Sometimes there's a little bit of work. So IT wasn't a set schedule for her to watch my girls. Did you pay her $50 a week every week? Yes. And that wasn't in addition to what she was supposed to get, because she was actually picking your children up at school, right? She did it for the couple weeks that she went, yes. Yes. And you did, in fact, apply for this government program. Yes, I did. And what happened? The job that I was doing was paying me cash, and I needed proof of income, so, of course, I didn't have any paychecks. So I told her that. And she didn't seem to mind. She said, actually, in one of our conversations, she said, I don't mind. As long as you guys give me something for gas, I'm okay. I'll wait for the program. Oh, Ms. Fernandez, so here's your problem. That was a very interesting thing you just said to me. It's okay. Just give me money for gas and I'll wait for the program. That's what you just said. But you knew that you couldn't get the program because you were being paid in cash that you weren't reporting. I told her that. Just a second. And she could wait until hell freezes over and you're not going to get into a program if you can't show any income. You know that. You're a pretty smart cookie.